This lesson, we're going to be focused on comments before we get into variables, and there's going to be a brief introduction of variables in this lesson because they are so important. So within JavaScript, we use comments, and this is typically used by coders in order to provide information about what's happening within the code and documentation of what's happening within the code. So this is also ignored within the browser. So it's not meant for the web page viewer, it's meant for the developer. And it's always good practice to comment information. And of course, when you come back to it, you're always going to be thankful that you've made those comments. When you come back to your code after a few months or a few years, you can always pick up on where you left off. Whitespace is ignored in JavaScript, so you can type whitespace, and the reason for adding in whitespace, again, is to make it more readable. So the challenge for this lesson is to add comments, and you can go ahead and create a variable, as we saw before, using a variable name of A, and giving a value to that variable within the quotes, and you can console log that out, and then also add in some comments. There's some code snippet here where we can see comments being used. So as you can see, the comments are within the same statement line. So all they do is they appear with the 2 forward slashes, and then this information that's presented within the comment, this isn't seen within the application. So this is just for developers. And then there's also multi-line comments. So try out both. Try out the single line comments, create a variable, give it a value, and then you can add in a comment there. And then console log that out, and then you can also have a comment that's multiple lines indicated with the forward slash asterisk, and then the asterisk, the forward slash again to close off that comment. So pause the video, try that out, and I'll show you the solution. You can use the same JS file that we created in the earlier lesson. If you don't have one, then just go ahead and create one, link it from your index.html file, and then load that index file within your browser in order to see the content being rendered out. So in this case, we want to set up a variable. You can use A, or you can use another value in order to name the variable. And there's, of course, more on this in the upcoming lesson. And then you can type a message within the quotes, and then console log out that value. So you can see when you refresh it that you've got hello world, and then document it by adding in some comments. Within brackets, the comments are going to get grayed out. So this was a test. And then also you do a multi-line comment, so the forward slash and asterisk, and you can add in whatever information you want here. And when you come back to this file in a few years, then you'll be able to see that why you've added in that variable perhaps, and there's also kind of where you were thinking and maybe what you needed to still do within the application within the multi-line comment. So try that out.